Well, nothing we can do. You guys want to grab pizza?
Can I kick it?
Did you do the recording with pizza on the side?
Sadly, no.
I wish.
It would have been too early. Our sessions were at like 8 in the morning.
Maybe we could do a little breakfast pizza. You never know. We'll see.
这次的忍者龟好特别 ，Turtle Mutant Karate Teens。
Cool.
在蜘蛛人新宇宙掀起动画新潮流后，这回忍者龟变种大乱斗重启备受粉丝喜爱的经典角色，画风不走精致电脑路线，不完美的线条和笔触，是不是很像你学生时期在纸上乱涂鸦的感觉呢？
A bit cool.
Can I kick it?
Really, we just wanted it to look like teenage drawings, the kind of drawings you did when you were in high school, that have weird shapes and bad perspective, but are really lovingly rendered in places. But we really wanted to make it feel lived in. So they've modified the space, they've put stickers on things, they all kind of have their areas carved out for themselves.
Well, the vibe was.
Is we started to see that stuff come to life, and it was so cool and original and exciting that and we were writing the movie at the same time, and honestly, like, where my head started to go was just like, what do I want to see happen in this animation style? Like, and that was part of also the reasoning for adding even more mutants and more monsters, is like the designs were just so cool and fun. We were just like selfishly just like, I want to see more of this.
Flies high like a dove.
自称永远长不大的好莱坞头号青少年赛斯罗根，这回担任制片。
I started taking karate probably because of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. My dad bought me nunchucks because of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I had the toys. My dad was a big like garage sale toy buyer, and at some point I remember he got a box full of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle toys from a garage sale. I just love them.
除了动画走好年轻路线，配音卡斯当然也要装少年。
Every version of them has been performed by adults. Within 15 seconds of watching the movie, the audience is like, they're teenage boys.
No!
哦不，是真的少年。
And most of you have never met in person until you were in the booth, but since then you became best friends like turtles. So what was the funnest moment throughout the whole process with each other?
I think for me,
Dreaming about fighting every night. The most fun was definitely just being off camera with these guys and just getting to enjoy their presence and just them as people. So I think that was really important and crucial for our chemistry leading up to this film.
I also appreciate working with you guys. Really sorry, Splinter. Some of the guys wanted to get pizza and I tried to talk them out of it. And actually like making something and seeing how each of our brains work and how it translates to the characters, it was a real pleasure.
Yeah, I would agree.
You're fine, chill.
Like, we truly are friends outside of the filming. Like we had a sleepover last night, so I would say that's one of my favorite moments. But yeah, we hang out outside of the studio.
Yeah, I'd say just the opportunity to even be together through the whole process.
Why did we pick a fruit shaped exactly like my head?
You know, very rare in animated movies, but you know, in this case, it was an amazing thing to be able to do, so yeah.
Like this tiny little banquette, like a little tiny booth, like a restaurant booth. And they were all four of them, like crammed into this booth, and they were just like, bah, 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 bah. Oh, you did this shot, oh yeah, bah, 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 bah. That's what you like, you eat that, oh my God, gross, eat that. And it was like, and I remember like going in to get a coffee or something and seeing them in there and being like, oh, like, that is funnier than anything we've done in the last like 2 hours. Like just them like talking and actually being themselves, just like going at each other and trying to interrupt each other and all that stuff. It was so funny. And I remember going back to Jeff and being like, this is what we have to do. Like that energy they have is like, that's what we have to capture. And it's honestly so hard. Like these recordings are not set up to have people overlapping each other and talking at the same time. And like, it is not how it's designed. And it took us several sessions to like build a situation where they could actually like fully interact in the way that they would.
I heard that you were so loud that you needed to switch the recording studio a lot.
I guess we got pretty loud. Yeah, it was all of us in one place. So I think, yeah, we could have got kicked out if we were too loud.
I think it was because
I like that narrative. I think
we were bleeding. We were bleeding through the microphone. So like, if you heard me, I was next door to Brady. Then you would hear me on the screen because we were yelling so loud.
1, 2, 3, Cowabunga!
So yeah, we got kicked out of multiple studios.
So to be honest, who got the most outtakes?
Ooh, like a blooper reel? Oh, I don't know. I think we all have
Between Micah and Brady right here.
You're just screwing around on camera.
Yeah, a lot of time, me and Micah are we kind of we kind of lose track of the scene. We just kind of go into like just when we're starting to insult each other. Just
on screen, like get like a little bickering, a little banter.
Yeah.
So was there any most difficult line or sounds that you did the most time?
I think the baby voices.
yeah, that was pretty difficult.
There was a sequence in the movie where we're like little baby turtles, and they had us do our best baby impressions, and I remember I had
was hard.
I think personally, that wasn't my hardest thing.
Yeah, Shimon killed it.
I'm pretty good at switching my voice, but I think the hardest thing for me was like just like trying to sing the songs that I didn't know, like in the middle of the movie, like and like keeping it like we didn't know like beats, like I didn't know like a BTS song, so I'm over here like beatboxing in the background.
I didn't know the BTS song.
So I think that was my hardest.
They had to pull up the lyrics for us.
Yeah.
Do you remember how to sing it now?
No, I'm still.
Yeah. I know the melody. I just don't know. Well, these guys got it.
Good.
Can I kick it?
而有可爱的忍者龟龟们，这反派当然要够反差、够派才够猛。
Whoa. Kick.
What the? Y'all some little tortoises, huh?
What was your first reaction when you knew you were going to play a fly?
It was great. You know, I knew the character was called Superfly. So I wasn't really sure if it was a real fly or was he like some pimp guy. So to get down there and to see the character, I just fell out. And I loved it even more. Hearing from Seth, knowing that they wanted to do another Ninja Turtle movie, and they wanted to introduce me as a new character, him being the leader of the mutants, it just was, it was an offer I couldn't refuse. It was so great.
Do you see any of yourself in it?
Yeah, he's a strong, tough guy who just wants to be liked, who wants to have friends, who wants to be accepted, even though he's a giant fly. He want to hang out. He want to come and, he want to go to happy hour and have drinks and, smoke a cigar with the guys. But nobody will accept him. The humans are so mean. He has to tear up New York City.
I assume that you didn't need to study any fly, did you?
Well, I did have to look up, all my fly knowledge. I started with maggots, little baby flies, and then I saw them develop into, the flies that we know. And I didn't know flies were that ugly up close. When I saw Superfly, he's very ugly. You can't judge a guy by his looks. He has a heart, and he's just ugly.
So how did you bring your own flavor to Superfly? What is the biggest difference between the voices of Ice Cube and Superfly?
Well, I wanted him to be a real guy. He's the king of New York. So we had to have some street slang. And he had to be able to have an edge to him and not just be the normal supervillain, but, he's from the streets. So, he talked like they talk in the street.
So we gonna let the mutants rule the earth.
不说大家可能不知道 ，Ice Cube 家可是满满的忍者龟周边，都是买给小孩的啦。
I heard that you got a lot of Turtles merchandise in your house for your children back then. So you definitely saw a lot of times of Turtle movies, cartoons. So what was the most memorable Turtles stuff you bought for your kids back then?
Pajamas, bedspreads, lunch pail, action figures and toys. We ate a lot of pizza. We ate a lot of pizza. Yeah.
有创意、有搞笑、有动作，还有边看边满满的哇哦！这个卡哇邦卡边可以。
I want to say hi to all my friends and fans in Taiwan. You gotta go see Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem because it's gonna be the best animation in the summer. The visuals, the story, the cast, top notch. The director, the producer, best movie of the year. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Hello,
Hi,
Taiwan.
fans.
Turtle fans, you guys gotta watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem on the biggest screen you can find. It's got action-packed scenes and a lot of laughs.
You're gonna love it. Come see it.
Please.
Enough talk! I dream about fighting every night.
You've got a rage problem, right?
snap.
It's not a problem!
Thank you very much.
Please!
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It was nice meeting you.
Please watch
Please
it.
read me.
Please.